All right, now to the news in the state of Illinois. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker.
You are a billionaire, are you not?
I
am. And it happened again. Our Illinois governor spoke to the public this week, and in doing so, he called out our 45th and 47th President Donald Trump. So it's that time, once again, on the program where we carefully dissect comments and quotes from J.B. Pritzker, all in an effort to determine, because he sure as hell won't announce it, if this guy is running for president of the United States. We still don't know.
I'm not afraid.
Okay, we understand. All right, Ben. So I have two stories here, public appearances from J.B. Pritzker. Let's find out. Now, he did also recently announce that he is, in fact, running for a third term as governor of the state of Illinois. Still hasn't announced that he's running for president, which we really think he is, based on some of these comments. So let's read some of this and see if does it sound like you're running for governor or president? Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, cool. Thank God, because that's all I have here. The following comes from Shia Campos and Illinois Politico. J.B. Pritzker sounded like a candidate road testing a stump speech Monday at the Aspen Ideas Climate Conference in Chicago. This took place at the Salt Shed in Chicago. Ben, have you been to the Salt Shed?
Never been to the Salt Shed. I've driven by the Salt Shed, but I've actually never been in the Salt Shed.
No longer Salt, just a concert venue now.
That is correct.
I've never been in it. I've seen a video of it recently. It looks awesome. I want to go.
Okay. My wife and her friends have been there several times, and they love it. They love it. Okay. But none of the groups that have been there like my cup of tea. So, so I've never been there. I don't care. Hey, guys, Salt Shed, get Al Green. I'll show up for that. Al Green.
Now
it's got to be a 70s guy. Then I'll go.
Move on, millennials and Zers. We're going to power through this. We're going to power through.
Get Al Green.
All right. Now, before the Trump digs, Pritzker made mention about the other big topic on the Democratic Party's mind this week, the Democratic Party itself. Yes, everyone loves to talk about what's wrong with the Dems these days. Here's the quote from Pritzker. Quote, "We've lost our way. Let's not walk away from civil rights because we lost an election. We haven't talked enough about civil rights. We haven't talked enough about health care." What he told the crowd there. Also, during the Q&A with ABC News, Pritzker also railed against the insurance industry's control on health care and called out the $7.25 federal minimum wage as a national disgrace. Pritzker said, quote, "Why are Democrats not out there arguing for raising the minimum wage?" Prompting applause from the crowd. They like that one.
Me too.
And he says, "What a great issue for Democrats." Ben, your thoughts on his comments here?
Those are comments for a guy running for president.
Okay.
And to go back to that point, I agree with him 100%. I like the fact that he's running on the left side, as opposed to somebody we'll be discussing in a little while who's running on the right side for president. Right being on, not right as in correct, but right as being like MAGA. And so I think that's the winning ticket. Of course, I always think that, D. I mean, I'm always on the losing side of things. Maybe I should reconsider my whole view of the world. But no, I believe we're going to get into this with Hunter. So I'll hold back till we get to the Hunter part of the show.
Now, on Monday, Pritzker also reminded us of his legislative wins, like Illinois tripling its renewable energy output since 2021. He painted a vision of a future where clean tech and climate action are economic drivers, not burdens. Here's the quote from Pritzker, quote, "We're proving out the idea that you can accelerate progress even without the federal government's engagement." Oh, so close to sounding like a governor quote, but then he added that little comment there at the end.
Well, it's a very realistic comment to make. I talked about this earlier in regards to mayors. Again, Pritzker and the state of Illinois, not just Mayor Lori Lightfoot and early on Brandon Johnson, were the beneficiaries of Joe Biden's generosity with federal tax dollars. And so now they got to figure out a way to make up for it. And so what he will be doing, this is, yeah, I guess this is like a twofer, these comments. It's one, promoting himself as governor of Illinois in preparation for his reelection campaign. And two, you're absolutely correct, using his applause for himself to sort of like promote his presidential campaign. Now, that's why I said my advice to him, which he of course ignored, would if you want to be president, don't run for governor again. But he ignored it, and he's got a lot of smart people around him, way smarter than me, so maybe they know what they're doing. But that's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? He's going to use his tenure as governor of Illinois to promote the talents and abilities he has and give people a reason to vote for him for president. So I think that's why I call that a twofer.
Pritzker also looked ahead, saying, this was on Monday, saying, quote, "The nightmare will end in 3.5 years." The governor then rode that Trump wave into the week, scolding the president and Texas Republicans for their attempts to redraw congressional maps in Texas with the goal of giving GOP candidates an even cushier ride to Washington. All right, I heard Texas and Washington in this here, so I think I know where these quotes are going toward.
Oh,
The
yeah.
The governor said of the situation at an unrelated news conference, quote, "The president is encouraging Texas, and Texas being willing to do this should be an indicator to the rest of us that if they're going to cheat, that's not the proper way to act. I think we ought to play by the rules. Everybody."
Yeah, it's so hilarious when he said that, because immediately Republicans in Illinois started belly aching.
You say that, I got the quotes here.
Okay. Oh, God. Wow.
It is true. Republicans back here in Illinois seem to have gotten a little kick out of these quotes from Pritzker. Here's Illinois House Minority Leader Tony McCombie. He says, quote, "It's rich that the governor now claims to support playing by the rules after he enthusiastically signed into law the most gerrymandered maps in the nation." And State Rep Ryan Spain, who's the deputy minority leader, called it, quote, "phony and disingenuous."
So, this is one of my favorite topics. I've discussed this so many times on so many shows with so many politicals. By the way, Jacob Kaplan's coming back, D. Jacob JK will be back. We'll be talking about this because he's a Democratic Party insider. So the reality is this, folks. We have a broken system of redistricting. You're supposed to redistrict every 10 years after a census is taken. Why Texas is choosing to redistrict for like a second time in this decade, I do not know. But the reality is it's a broken system. There's all kinds of political gerrymandering that goes on to maximize the power one party has over the other. And the future is determined by who is drawing the maps. It's a shameless way to do it. We should change it. But if we just change it one state at a time, then only one party has an advantage. Duh. That's something that the Republicans in Illinois, Tony McCombie, didn't say. By the way, I love that. I remember when he's reading that, "It's rich." I'm like, "Ooh, is that like a pun?" You know, or maybe he's a fan of Stephen Sondheim. "Isn't it rich? Isn't it real?" Sorry, didn't mean to sing Sondheim to you. So until we solve this at a federal level, until we have rules established that guarantee just let the AI machine. You guys love AI so much, all of you all love AI. Why don't you just let the computer or the robot draw it? Just say, we need to divide the whatever the population of the state is, whatever it is, like 5 million, whatever it is the population of any state is, by 20, and that's the districts. We'll have don't have any political calculation in it. Be kind of curious, D, what kind of representation we would have in Congress. I doubt we would have the extremism of MAGA. That's for certain. If you did it that way. So the only way MAGA exists is because they do gerrymandering. The only way that MAGA can allow Donald Trump to have complete and total domination over Congress is because of political gerrymandering. So if we get rid of that, I don't know. I don't know what Donnie has control over the Senate, which is true. There's no gerrymandering in a Senate race. Although then you get into the issue of why do small states have as many senators as big states? That's a whole other issue regarding fairness. So the bottom line is, I agree with Tony McCombie, if that's his name, the Republican from Illinois, who's outraged, damn it, at the games that Chris Welch and J.B. Pritzker played at drawing up the map. But hey, Tony, where are you in terms of the games that the Republicans in Texas are playing? Tony, come on out from under the table. You want to hide? Oh, you want to hide? Oh, I see. You only want to criticize J.B. You don't want to criticize Donnie. Okay.
Come on, Tony, get out there.
Come on, who's the other one? Ryan Spain.
Yeah,
it's phony. Hey, Ryan, aren't you ready to criticize Trump? Isn't it phony for you only to criticize JB, but you're not? Oh, what's that you say? You want to hide? Oh, he's hiding too. Got a lot of people under the table. Is that Joe Rogan under this table?
Oh my God!
Don't mention Epstein.
I thought you cleaned the attic.
Hold on, I think that's Alex Jones. Don't mention Epstein. Okay, I won't, Alex Jones. I got Alex Jones, Ryan Spade, Joe Rogan, a lot of people under my table, D.
Wait, hold on. I think I see somebody. Hold on.
I'm sick of it. Every year we give power to one person.
Mike Post is under the table too. I got any Democrats? Oh, there's Rob's under the table, D. Rob's he's hanging out with Ryan Spain. Okay. Oh Lord, they're all under the table, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? Hey, Joe Rogan, say something about Epstein. What's that? Come back to you in 10 years. Okay. Nobody wants to talk about Epstein. D. I don't know why.
All right. Well, we were talking about J.B. Pritzker, so let's just get right back in there. J.B. Pritzker. We still don't know. Will he run for president? Won't he run for president? I guess we're just gonna have to wait to find out.
I'm not afraid.
I don't know, man.
He's running, D.
I'm starting to think he might be afraid.
See how good your short-term memory is. Well, this will be a test. This will be a test of whether the impact of all that reefer he smoked back in the 90s has caught up to him, or the O's actually, not the 90s.
Our Wednesday, but go ahead.
But not on a bus or a train, okay?
No.
In a parking lot, okay. Yeah, that was D in the parking lot. All right. God, okay, I got to do this like you do it. For 10 trivia points, Dennis, who is J.B. Pritzker's running mate?
Is announced who he's announcing for his running mate?
Yeah, who he announced as his running mate.
His current one's Juliana Stratton, so I guess it's over. Oh no, his running mate would be one Christian Mitchell.
Very good. The short-term memory is strong. We did a whole show. We had a lot of fun with that one, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed last week's show about Christian Mitchell, check it out. D, I was a little worried there, but because I thought, that Wednesday rendezvous in the parking lot may have with a cookie, man. But no, your memory's good. Good memory.
All right, moving along. Oh, wait, 1 second.
I haven't done that one in a while. I always used to get me in Ben Joravsky Theater.